That was another productive business trip. I feel confident Vanguard's going to become even more popular. And it's mostly thanks to you, Gui.
Well, as I am the most advanced AI in the world, these results were to be expected.
Yeah, I suppose so. Alden? Where'd this card come from?
Congratulations, Jinki Mukai.
Oh!
You have been chosen by a Destined One card. So now, I am going to free your mind.
The Idolmaster Cinderella Girls is coming to Shadowverse Evolve! Head towards the Starlit Stage! Crossover set, the Idolmaster Cinderella Girls!
Cardfight Vanguard! My wish shall definitely be granted. Let's settle our destinies. Divine! Booster Pack Destined Showdown! Featuring Dress Secret Rare, Bushiroad. Cardfight Vanguard! Vanguard Skyride! Take this! Stardust Blade! Special Series, Stardust Blade. Bushiroad.
Huh? Morning, Ikari. I've got breakfast ready for you. It's your favorite, cream stew. If you're not feeling hungry now, I'll put it in the fridge for later.
I wish you'd stop being so nice to me. We're enemies, remember?
We're not enemies. We're family. And I'll do anything to help you, sis.
Stop!
These old ruins. Is this it? Gui, are you sure that this is the right place?
Yes, I don't make mistakes. 10 years ago, an enormous surge of energy was observed at this precise location.
That's interesting. Whatever happened must have been huge. All right, what do you want with me, Masanori?
I could smell that you were hiding something from me, Jinki. So I followed you. Gonna tell me what you're doing here?
It's none of your business.
So unfriendly. After we were both in on the same scheme.
If you're referring to our time in the Uniformers, I'm offended.
You don't think there's something fishy going on with this Destined Showdown?
What are you talking about?
There's something about Sybil that rubs me the wrong way.
That's unusual. You don't normally let yourself get rattled by that stuff.
Hear me out. Humans are basically toys to be played with until things get boring, right? But having said that, if we just let it be, mankind will perish. There's a stench about that thing. It reeks of a naughty kid who wants to disrupt the playground just for fun.
I agree with you.
Huh? Ah, if it isn't Gui. Long time no see?
I observed an unusual surge of energy at the venue for the Hakusan fight. Masanori, it was caused by the fated clash you participated in.
Oh?
According to my calculations, the energy surge was caused by powers beyond human comprehension. In addition, the energy collected during the Destined Showdown is easily projected to exceed that which was generated at the fated clash. This energy is a completely unknown quantity. Who knows what might happen?
Ooh, that doesn't sound pleasant. So, if you already know all this, why are you taking part in the Destined Showdown, Jinki?
That's easy. To have my wish granted, of course.
Well. Sybil's spiritual corruption is way too powerful. What do you think, Gui?
I always respect Jinki's will, no matter what he chooses to do.
So that's how it works, huh?
Masanori, let's fight.
Sounds good. After all, it's almost time.
Masanori Iseki, Jinki Mukai. Raise your cards up and shout out the signal for the battle to commence!
Let's settle.
Our destinies! Divine!
It's time. Let us begin the third round of the Destined Showdown!
Stand up! Vanguard! Disastrous Slurper.
Knight of Heavenly Expression, Oddmiss.
My turn. I ride Abyss Fishing. My turn's over.
It's my turn. I ride Knight of Heavenly Sao, Tranquilia. With its skill, Draw. I attack with Tranquilia.
No guard.
My turn's over.
The Knights of Keter Sanctuary, I never thought I'd see you using them.
This is who I am now.
It's my turn. I ride Split the Preordained. With its skill, I add an evil dream to my hand. I call Philander. With its skill, I send a card to the drop zone. I play an evil dream, then draw a card. Having used an order, I can call Roaming Prison Dragon from the drop zone and add 10,000 power. I call Sea Scissors of Deep Hades. I attack with Philander.
Guard.
I attack with Split the Preordained.
No guard.
I attack with Roaming Prison Dragon.
Guard.
My turn's over.
My turn next. I ride Everlasting Sky Knight, Sodios, Tranquilia Skill. Check the top 5 cards on my deck and add Gelman to my hand. I call Carefree. With its skill, I call Wafting Owl. I call Gelment. Attack with Carefree.
Guard.
Attack with Sodios.
No guard.
Attack with Gelment.
Guard.
My turn's over.
With those cards and the way you're fighting, you're just like Shingi. He and I often used to play. He was the type of guy who'd get fired up, showing no mercy as he beat the crap out of you. That gets me all fired up too. He'd win, then I'd win. We'd just keep going. Neither of us wanted to stop. Looking back on it, we had a good time. In the last card fight I had against Shingi, I lost. And then he went and died on me. So it's like he quit while he was ahead. It was a real bummer. He owes me a win. As his younger brother, maybe you can give me one. My turn. May hell dance on this stage of chaos! Ride! Fated one of Taboo, Zorga Nadir! With Split the Preordained skill, I move an evil dream from the drop zone to my hand. Sea Scissors of Deep Hades skill. I retire Philander and Roaming Prison Dragon. Add Ye Wandering Souls to my hand from the drop zone. With Zorga's skill, I call 2 Philander units from the drop zone and add 5,000 power. Use Ye Wandering Souls and Clutch of Grudge Toxin to perform Alchemagic. Zorga gets an extra drive. In addition, it gains a new skill when attacking. From the drop zone, I call 2 Roaming Prison Dragon units. It gets 10,000 power and an extra critical.
Go, Masanori! He's looking good!
Look at the way he's manipulating his drop zone and the board.
He's so good, I hate him.
You call rear guards from your drop zone and strengthen them. Masanori, fighting with you is always a thrill.
Oh, this was nothing. The fun has only just begun! I attack with Roaming Prison Dragon!
Guard, intercept!
I attack with Zorga. With the skill acquired from the order card, I retire Gelmint, and Zorga gets 10,000 power.
No guard.
First check. Second check. Third check. Critical trigger! Roaming Prison Dragon gets 10,000 power, and Zorga gets an extra critical. I attack with Roaming Prison Dragon!
Guard!
At the end of the turn, I retire the Philander I called with Zorga's skill. You said you were entering the Destined Showdown to make a wish come true. I bet I know what that wish is. You want to bring Shingi back to life, don't ya? Oh, look at me, making you choose between the fate of the world and your beloved brother. Isn't that wild? That kind of selfish sentimentality. It's so human. I love it.
It's you who wants to bring him back to life, isn't it? I dare you to deny it.
Huh?
Even if it goes against all taboos.
How dare you?
Do I want to see my brother again? Of course I do. I'd be lying if I said that the thought had never crossed my mind. However, I inherited my brother's dying wish a long time ago. And so, here I stand. My turn. Raise the sword! The sword that protects those we love! Destined one of protection! Hold it! Roar!
Cardfight Vanguard! My wish shall definitely be granted. Let's settle our destinies. Divine! Booster Pack Destined Showdown! Featuring Dress Secret Rare, Bushiroad.
Wager your world at the Coliseum for a chance to win the ultimate prize. Booster Set 6, Paragons of the Coliseum.
Vi Schwartz. Popular titles join in commemorating the 30th anniversary of Dengeki Bunko. Trial decks and booster pack Dengeki Bunko, now on sale. Bushiroad.
Cardfight Vanguard! Vanguard Skyride! Take this! Stardust Blade! Special Series Stardust Blade! Bushiroad!
Alden. Things are starting to get interesting.
With Soyos' skill, I check the top 5 cards in my deck and call Razianel! Using its skill, I draw a card, and then deploy protection! Divine skill, activate! I check the top 7 cards in my deck and call Gelmint and Light Leads Dragon. These units can't be retired using an effect until the end of your next turn. Also, any units that were kicked out and retired by Alden's skill return to my hand. And next, I activate Razianel's skill. Any unit called by a skill to the same rear guard circle gets 10,000 power. Once again, I call Razianel. With its skill, I draw a card. I call Foofpuri.
A skill that prevents rear guards from dying in vain? How noble and knightly of you.
A true knight always protects. Brace up! I attack with Razianel!
Guard!
I attack with Gilment!
No guard!
I attack with Alden! Skill, activate! I draw a card, and I call Gelmint from my hand. This unit cannot be retired by an effect until the end of your next turn, and it gets 10,000 power. In addition, the Razianel returns to my hand. With its skill, Gelmint gets an extra 10,000 power. And I stand the other Gelmint.
That's a no guard.
First check. Second check. Front trigger. My front row units get 10,000 power.
Oh no, your power's increased again. What am I gonna do? A damage check. How lucky! A heal trigger. Zorga gets 10,000 power and 1 damage healed.
I'm not done yet. I attack with Gelmint.
Guard.
I attack with my other Gelmint.
Guard.
My turn ends. I'm impressed you limited the damage to 1. However, you haven't seen what the protection deck is truly capable of.
I can't wait to crush you now. It's my turn! Persona Ride on Zorga Nadir! With Sea Scissors of Deep Hades skill, I retire 2 roaming prison dragons and add an order card from the drop zone to my hand. With Zorga's skill, I call 2 Philanders from the drop zone, and it gets 10,000 power. Now then, which order card should I use to Alchemagic? 2 Gelman units. With Alden, I know you can intercept and increase its shield value by 20,000.
You know my cards well.
I'd love to retire it, but I can't because of your power of protection.
Protect your allies, and they protect you. That's what the protection deck, led by Alden, does.
All right, if that's the case. I'll use my overwhelming power to crush you! I use a brand of corpses and clouded miasma to perform Alchemagic! I call Sea Scissors of Deep Hades from the drop zone. In addition, rear guards who appear from the drop zone get 5,000 power. Zorga also gets the skill to give 5,000 power to the front row units. I call Roaming Prison Dragon from the drop zone. It gets 10,000 power and an extra critical. I call Abomination of Impending Karma from the drop zone. It gets 15,000 power and an extra critical.
It looks like you're locked and loaded.
Hey, hey, hey! I can't wait to see how you're gonna guard this! Attack with Abomination of Impending Karma!
That's a no guard! Damage check. First check. Second check. Critical trigger! Alden gets 10,000.
I'm not done yet! I attack with Zorga! And now, break all taboos. Divine skill, activate!
I'm guessing this is what you had waiting up your sleeve.
I stand Abomination of Impending Karma and Philander. Play with me again, won't ya? Guard! First check. Second check. Critical trigger! Roaming Prison Dragon gets 10,000 power and an extra critical. Grind them to pieces. Attack with Roaming Prison Dragon!
I guard and intercept with 2 Gelments! Due to both of their skills, the total shield value is 60,000!
I attack with Abomination of Impending Karma!
Perfect guard! How's that?
My turn's over. No wonder it's called the Protection Deck.
Of course. It's also a symbol of my determination.
Oh?
Me and Gui, we're here to honor my brother's wish. And that wish is to protect the happiness of all card fighters! Now it's my turn. I draw! I had faith in you. I knew you'd show up when needed the most. Persona Ride! Alden!
Love it. Let's have ourselves a showdown.
I call Razianel. With its skill, I draw a card. I move light leads to the front row. I call Gurgant! I attack with Light Lead's Dragon!
No guard!
With Light Lead skill, Alden gets 10,000 power! I attack with Rosianel!
No guard! I'm tingling with excitement!
I attack with Alden!
No guard!
Masanori! I have inherited my brother's wish! Move on into the future!
Damage check! No trigger.
The winner is the Destined One of Protection!
I've always wanted a fight like this with you. Thank you, Masanori.
The happiness of all card fighters. That's a heavy burden. How long do you plan to carry it?
Until the flames of life burn themselves out.
You're out of your mind. Spiritual corruption hasn't affected you, has it?
Jinki! Watch out! Jinki. Are you okay?
Yeah. What just happened? Because Gui switched consciousness with me, I was able to avoid spiritual corruption. Apparently, it doesn't work against AI. In order to discover Sybil's true objective, I pretended to become one of their allies. Our research has revealed Sybil has the ability to resonate and interfere with the spiritual consciousness of living beings. The owners of the Destined One cards have probably had their feelings about their wishes deliberately amplified. There's no way I'm gonna allow anyone to twist the thoughts of card fighters and force them to fight.
So that's why you contacted me, huh?
That's right, but do you believe me?
I suppose I do. You really don't seem to have been affected by spiritual corruption.
That's a relief. First of all, why don't we exchange intel? Tell me everything you know about Sybil.
Very well.
Thank you, Gabrielius. That was intriguing information.
Okay, this is just a theory. But Gabrielius, perhaps the reason Sybil took advantage of your summoning was because a trap had been set up in the fight arena ahead of time.
It's possible. But in order to override my summoning method, the trap would have had to be in place before the design forces gathered there.
In other words, the only one who could have done that during the fated clash must have been...
No way!
It was Sybil. Sybil must have possessed one of the people taking part in the fated clash.
Vi Schwartz, Freeren, Beyond Journey's End arrives on stage. Never before seen magic unleashes this moment. Trial Deck and Booster Pack, Freeren, Beyond Journey's End, on sale November 22nd. Vi Schwartz, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure returns to the world of card games. And now, time will resume once more. Premium Booster Packs, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders, and Stone Ocean. Now on sale. Bushiroad.
Welcome to Cook Million!
Wow, you're introducing cards in a restaurant?
Yep, I love this place.
Great! Then let me introduce the Destined One of Protection, Alden. Choose 2 units from the top 7 cards of your deck and call them. Those cards can't be retired by effects until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's Alden's divine skill.
So having that deck is like being in a safe, secure workplace where everyone is valued.
I don't know about that.
So scary!